In case you missed it, Sony's made a lot of PlayStation 4s, and I like a lot. What's going on, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome to On the Topic Of, and today we're going to be talking about the fact that as of December 31st, 2016, Sony has officially shipped 57.1 million PlayStation 4 consoles over the course of its entire life cycle. Now keep in mind, that is not sales, that is just shipped. They have made and shipped out 57.1 million consoles. However, as of 2017, they have sold 53.4 million PlayStation 4s. So I mean, they've sold a lot of them too. Even more broken down, between October 1st and December 31st, 2016, Sony sold 9.7 million PlayStation 4s. Of course, that does include the holiday season, that does include the launch of PlayStation VR, but this did make this past quarter their most successful quarter in PlayStation history. That is like the best quarter they've had since the beginning of PlayStation back in 1994. Now, company-wide, revenue was actually down 7.1%. That being said, in the PlayStation branch, sales are actually up 5.2% due to a couple of factors here. Of course, you did have PlayStation VR that launched in October of last year. On top of that, we did see the introduction of a brand new model of the PlayStation 4 with a lower price tag and a nicer aesthetic, bringing people out yet again to buy another PlayStation 4 or maybe to jump on board for the latter half of the generation. And then on top of that, digital sales on both the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita were actually up, mainly due to PlayStation VR and of course the adoption of more new consoles. So all of these factors combined did drive sales up, which then drove up revenue for the PlayStation brand itself. One more little tidbit of information here. If this kind of sales trajectory continues its course, that is going to put the PlayStation 4 outselling the PlayStation 2, which if you're just kind of looking at this from a novice perspective, you might think, yeah, the new one's going to outsell the old one, no shit. The PlayStation 2 was the best-selling console of all time, and the PlayStation 4 is going to blow that out of the water. Now, a couple of opinions here. This definitely shows that the PlayStation 4 is, for many people, the go-to console for this generation, because if you compare sales directly with the Xbox One, the Xbox One has sold right around 26 million Xbox Ones as of January 2017. Now, Microsoft did stop revealing the Xbox One sales figures, however, we can kind of deduct from a couple of different sources that 26 million is about how many Xbox Ones have been sold to date. Compare that to the PlayStation 4's 53.4 million sold, and I don't really need to say much more. Now, I do want to point out that that does not necessarily mean that the PlayStation 4 is inherently better, or it definitely fits everyone's needs. Some people do like the Xbox One more, and then some people play on PC and prefer that kind of experience. It's all just about preference. However, if the numbers are speaking for themselves and we take them at face value, more people are digging the PlayStation 4 as compared to the Xbox One this generation, plain and simple. I am a personal believer in the fact that the PlayStation 4 exclusives are playing a big part in what is driving PlayStation 4 sales this generation, because when you compare what's available exclusively on the PlayStation 4 to what's available exclusively on the Xbox One, on Xbox you have Halo, you have Gears, you have Killer Instinct, you have a lot of great games on the Xbox One, but over on PlayStation 4 you have an upcoming God of War game, you have The Last of Us Part 2 coming out, you have Horizon Zero Dawn, on top of what has already come out. You have the Uncharted Collection and Uncharted 4, you have Killzone Shadowfall, Infamous Second Son. There are so many exclusives on the PlayStation 4 that it just seems like a no-brainer to me, especially when you combine that with the timed and exclusive content that many third parties are giving PlayStation 4 owners. Overwhelmingly, however, the main reason that the sales are up this generation is because gaming itself is becoming more of a mainstream pastime. People in general are excited about the games when a couple of generations ago, just nerds would have paid attention to what's going on in gaming culture. People like Call of Duty, people like Battlefield, people like Titanfall, and people like Madden. People simply go out and buy these consoles to play games, and that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. People young, people old, men, women, of all nationalities, races, beliefs, creeds, whatever the hell you want to call it, people just like playing games, and it's starting to really catch on. On top of that, you have Twitch and YouTube both growing very, very quickly that are, needless to say, promoting new games, whether through advertisements or through the content themselves, and then even more so, you have personalities like Conan O'Brien and Jimmy Fallon bringing gaming into the mainstream and bringing them into the primetime television that we all know and love at night, that definitely presents it to the mainstream American public and continues this growth of the gaming culture that we've seen here with the sales of the PlayStation 4. Obviously, there is simply a path that is being followed here because there is more publicity so therefore more consoles are being shipped and therefore sold. Then as more consoles are sold, more money goes into development of new games. Then as more money goes into development of games, that just means more games for you and me to enjoy. I literally see no downside to this. As long as no one pulls a Nintendo and makes like 6 of something, then we've got a problem when the entire world wants one. Hopefully that won't happen anytime soon with this many PS4s being shipped out and ready to be sold, but what do you think about these sales numbers? Are they shocking? Are they very predictable? Do you think the PlayStation 4 is better than the Xbox One? Let me know in the comment section down below. But as for right now, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this particular video. I'm going to go try and download Ghost Recon Wildlands on the PC because I got a PlayStation 4 code, but I don't really want that PlayStation 4 code. It's been a big mess with Uplay support and whatnot, but I'll talk to you soon. Peace.